So, good day everyone, and you're welcome to my video. And in this video, I'll be covering the weekly outlook for the brand new week, which is starting from today, 15th March 2026. So, last week we saw a lot of reactions from the market, a lot of bearish reactions, particularly, and price actually reacted in a way that most of us did not actually expect, due to the fact that there was so much bullish bias, but then price kept on declining. But during the course of last week, I actually spoke about, last upper week, I actually spoke about the need for price to break and close above this level for price to be able to push up higher, because this point was serving as a resistance level that pushed price down lower a bit. But then the goal was that if price is able to full body close here, that's close above the support level that was converted to be a resistance, and price was able to close above it and reclaim it, then we could easily see a tap and rush. But then if this is not able to happen and price is able to fall back below it again, most likely price would use it as a way to sell off, and that's exactly what we are seeing playing out. So in this video, I'll be covering the weekly outlook for the brand new week, and I wouldn't want this bit to be too long, so I'll briefly covering the weekly outlook for the brand new week and what to expect. So as usual, when we go up to the 1 week time frame, we just tend to see how price has kept on falling for the past 2 weeks after we've had so much weeks of a lot of bullish intensity. So we could see that price was falling back and retracing back a bit lower, and actually looking out towards the body region within this candle, because this was one of the key levels whereby price rejected aggressively, which means that there are so much buy orders at around this region, and it also serves as a tangible support level. So I could easily match it out with this horizontal line too right here. So let's go down to the daily time frame. As you can see, when we come back to the daily time frame, already we know that this is last week's low right here, and this low too seems looks very, very enticing for price to take. So what am I seeing in the daily time frame now? What I'm actually seeing in the daily time frame is that we could see this FVG here, and then price has been moving on this bullish trend line, pushing up higher with it. But then with the negative moves that we saw from last week, price was able to break out of this bullish trend line, which means this is actually a key indication that price is bearish. That price is bearish in some type of way and would most likely come back towards the breakout points and then push down lower. So from the daily time frame now, what am I expecting? What I'm expecting is that probably price would push back into this FVG level and sell off to take out this low and come back towards this point here. This is something I'm expecting on the daily time frame. It's what we've seen here already. Fall back, fill the FVG and sell off. This is basically what I'm seeing on the daily time frame now. And let's go down to 4 hours. Let's go down to 4 hours. This level right here was a very sweet spot, because already you could see that we had one FVG here on the daily time frame. It was a very sweet spot to hold buys, but then price has been feeling that level, kept on feeling to hold it. So when we come back down to the 4 hour time frame, you could see this other block. I think I kept on talking about this guy where price was somewhere here, and even when we saw this sell off to this point, I was expecting that in some type of price would have enough momentum to fall back and pick the buys from this level, because this level would have been a much more stronger level to hold them, rather than holding from this point here and with the rejection happening at this level. So when we come back down to the 4 hours time frame, you tend to see that we have two views now. It's either price sell off, come into this our key level, support level right here, and push into this point and probably still sell off like this, or with the points whereby price taps into this level, if it has enough momentum, we might easily see, and it closes full body close above this daily FVG, may probably see something like this, tap back into it, and then price continue pushing up higher. This is very, very possible. This is very, very possible. It's actually something to consider, because price will be taking liquidity from last week's low and from more liquidity sitting around this level here. So it's actually going to be a good way to foil it, to push towards this guy, and it's either it pushes up higher or it sells off. So basically, this is one way we could view the 4 hours time frame. And if we go down a bit, and if another way that we could actually view it is still similar to what we've seen on the daily time frame, which is price holds this level, pushes up and goes into 5148 first, then uses this level as a way to sell off first of all. Then after the sell off, now we could possibly see this full body close and pushing up higher. This is one way that we could actually view it in respect to what we've seen already on the daily time frame. This is one way we could view it. So price coming back towards the premium level here, picking sell orders, selling off, taking out last week's low, taking out liquidity from this level, then we can come into our key support level. Then if we have enough momentum, we could break and close above this guy and push up higher. So this is one way that we could actually view the market from the 4 hours time frame too, and it's actually very, very accurate, because if we come a bit closer into this point right here, we will tend to notice that at this level price failed to tap into the premium level before selling off, which means this is inducement at this point, and it actually aligns very much to our daily FVG. And if we look at this level here, this was the key support level for price to push up higher in regards to this bullish trend line. And we could see this particular entry model that I use a lot. Take our fib to 50%. You could see that price tapped into it and give a reaction, but the next thing we saw was full body close below it. So most likely this is where most sales actually locked up. So from this 4 hours time frame, if price is actually going to move into this level first, you could actually catch some sweet sales. I think most buyers won't actually expect that price would actually sell off in this level, but you could actually catch some sweet sales that may look like this and chase something towards this level here. Solid 5-hour trade. And if price actually comes to pick trades from the support level, we could actually easily just target somewhere here, maybe somewhere at this level first of all, somewhere at this level. So you still get another solid 5-hour trade. So basically from the 4 hours time frame, this is actually what I'm expecting. So when we go down to the 1 hour time frame, what do we see on the 1 hour time frame? We could easily see how the 1 hour time frame is aligning to what we've seen already from the 4 hours time frame. Failure of price to close above this level and push up higher, full body close below it, came back and reclaimed the resistance level again, break of structure, inducement at this point, and fall off to this level here. Let's go down to the 30 minutes time frame. Sorry about this. 30 minutes time frame. When we come back down to the 30 minutes time frame, one key takeaway I would want to look at is probably the close here. With this close here, there's this unclear view that I'm actually having from this level, that with the price closed at this point, most likely probably what we would have is something that would do something like this. Probably something that would do something like this, but we need to wait and see how the market opens. But something that would actually foil this move into the premium level. That's actually what I'm seeing on the 30 minutes time frame, basically because of the way this particular candle closed and the way this guy also formed. And if we should go down to 15 minutes, I think we will actually get some more correlation here. Can you see it right here? So this is actually something that we could actually look out for. It could look like this. Let's take our fib to mark out 50% of this level, 50% of this level, and could put it down like this. Take our buy to on the midpoints right here and keep it, let's say we're keeping it somewhere here, I could easily use this trade as a way to target this point here, or at least chasing liquidity at the engagement point. You see, it's a very solid 10-hour trade, so we'll actually use this to target this, but it's on, I would say it's more on the risky side of things, but it should actually be a solid run. It should easily tap back into this level. But if price fails to do that, then most likely a full body close below this level will just aid towards this one here. It will just aid towards that one there. But most of these lower time frame trades are actually more on the risky side of things. But a full body close below this guy actually just implies something of this nature. Something like this, and we take it the other way and sell it off. Yeah, so something like this. So basically this is everything I'm expecting for the new week and how I plan to approach the new week. I'll be dropping more trades and more intel on my community channel on Telegram. If you are not part of that, you should actually use the link in the description to check it out. Our VIP slots for March are very much open, and my course is also live, so you can actually get more info about all of that in the link in the description or in the description. So basically, I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.